I just want to verify one more time that I have it on the right stroke. I want it on the number 1 cylinder, which this is the number 1 cylinder. So there's the exhaust opening. All right. Exhaust doing its job. And there is top dead center on the exhaust stroke. So there's the intake opening. And I want to bring it all around. I just wanted to verify. And we know from the other videos that we verified all the way to top dead center. Boom. And we're at 0. So we know that's where it's 0. That should be firing. Okay, so that's top dead center at 0. If we want to, I could back this off about, well, we could go 10 degrees, back it off 10 degrees. And I got it set at 10. So we know we're good to go to stab the distributor. Okay, so we know we have top dead center. Now we're going to stab this distributor. So now, like you've seen before, I have my little mark on my distributor cap on my end, and I know that should be number 1. And we're just going to slide this in. And I know I need to cock it a little bit to get it to go. And we're just going to work it. She ain't quite there. Nope, that was almost it. You just got to work it around. See, yeah, that one, it wants the number 1 to be there, and I don't want the canister to be pointing that far back. So I don't want it there. I want it here. So we're just going to work it around. This will work that. The drive shaft. See, that one's already seated, so that's out. I don't want it out. I want it to drop in. Oh, that's boom. Well, that's almost there. Still again. So what we're going to do is we're about half a key off. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a screwdriver. We're going to pull this back out. What we're going to do is we're going to reach in here and we're going to get a hold of the pin, and we're just going to move it a little bit so that this distributor will engage where I want it to engage at. Boom. And we're in. And that's all it takes. I'm at where I know number 1. So if we're going to advance this, we're going to do this a little bit. We're going to have plenty of movement for it to be where I want it to be. It's actually, I don't even like that. We're going to move it a little bit more. Not that much. Boom. That's what I wanted right there. Perfect. I want the vacuum canister where I want. That's perfect. See, that's how you do it. All right, so we're going to put the cap on, and we're going to start. This is number 1. We're going to start putting. We're going to put the plugs in. We'll gap the plugs, and we're going to get this thing wired up. Okay, stripper cap's on. It's all locked down. You want to make sure you have all 4 of the lugs onto the base locked in, and you want the connection from the module into the cap itself plugged in. Okay, so next thing, wires. Okay, plug gap 101. I always check the gaps on the plugs, and I always use, this is an old one. They're 99 cents. They don't cost a lot these days. A lot of guys used to just carry these on their keychain, but it's always a good practice to always check the gaps on your plugs. Now with the HEI, you can run 43, 45 thousandths of a gap. And as you can see, I don't know if you can do me in there. We'll see. All right, so right now it gets tight and it's done at about 44 thousandths, which is fine. If you want to, you can open it up to 45. You just basically it gets thicker as it goes around for a bigger gap. It's just a go, no-go gauge. So 45 thousandths has always been a good, just for an HEI distributor, that's pretty good. We'll open another one and see how we're doing. But check all of them, not just one, because just because one in the box is on its money doesn't mean that they're all on the money. See, and there we go. 45 thousandths. See if I can get that focus for you. There we go. 45 thousandths. Got tight. We're going to check all these, but that's just a simple, just how you gap it. And it's always been my opinion that if you're running a point style, old, 60s point style, stick around to 35 to 40 thousandths for gap. If you're running HEI, you can run 45, maybe 50 if you have the absolute right plug. But if you're running MSD, you're running something that's high powered and something throwing through a lot of amperage and voltage, then you can run up to 50,000 to 55 gap. I've done it, never had a problem. But with just a standard HEI, 45,000 is the way to go, guys. Headers 101, small block Chevy. There's going to be some that you cannot get the socket on, right? There's going to be some you can't get the socket on completely right with the header tube's in the way, all right? That is just part of headers, just part of it, okay? So that one don't want to go on that plug, okay? So over here, the other three on this side are fine. On this side, access, you got access to this one, you got access, but this one right here is kind of hidden. So how do you get onto it? This one is not going to let the socket in there. You can't get the socket on the plug. All right, as I just dropped it. So you're going to have to do it nice and easy and nice and slow with a 5/8 wrench. I got it all the way screwed in. It's all the way into where it's tight. It just needs to be tightened, but that's just part of headers 101. You're going to have a couple of them that you're not going to have access to. You're going to have to get creative to get to them, just like the header bolts. 1-843-6572. That's your magic number. That's Chevrolet, big block and small block. 1-843-6572. Okay, so we have this where we want it. What's that? That is number one. 1-843-6572. Okay, so and this is number 1, 3, 5, and 7. 2, 4, 6, and 8. All right. So you just start putting them in. Okay. I always start 1. It's going to be here. It's going to be one of the longest. 8 is over there on the far. It's going to be one of the shortest. So you just kind of you pull them out of the box. You string them all out in your hand. Well, hell, I'll show you. So with a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, and some ingenuity, you can make these wires run through and make them look really good. And these are a dynamite, nice, big, premium silicone 8mm wire. These are nice. Okay, and there'll be a link for these down in the description below. This is a nice set of wires. More than enough for just a standard HEI distributor and ignition system. This is a nice product. Okay, there's definitely a plug end and a distributor end on these wires. Okay, so plug end, I'll show you here if I can get to focus. That's the plug end. It's just got, you see the little chrome in the bottom of it? I get a good light here. Yep. See, that's what connects with the top of the spark plug. The distributor end is a little bit bigger and a little bit beefier, and it's got little ridges inside of it. If I can get the focus here for you, get you some good light. Okay, so that is the difference. This is Spark plug side, distributor side, little ridges. See the ridges? And see the steel electrode on the bottom? Okay, so basically I just have them all strung out, oriented, plug side first. All right. Or if you want to, you can do it distributor side first, which if you're going to do this, if you're doing this for the first time and you're not really, I would say go distributor side first. So you can plug them in the distributor because you know where they're going, and then you can route them that way. But there's some that are quite long and a couple that are quite short. So we're just going to use the long ones that need to be long, and the short ones, we're just going to use them where they need to go. All right, now one is definitely one of the longer ones, but not the longest usually. Usually that's 2. So I'm going to use the longest one for number 2. So we're going to go second longest for number 1. So there's 3 of them about the same length. All right. So we're going to do some long ones for this. Lay them up there. So we know this is number 1, right? That clips on that cap right there. All right. So we're going to run this around through. We're going to plug that onto wire. If you wanted to, you could basically run it over and around the front. Number 8. Number 4, which is going to be a medium one. We'll use this one. Number 4 into here. This one's going to be a little bit longer because it's got to go around the backside. So we're going to click number 3 on like this here. We're going to let that run on the backside underneath everything onto number 3 here. We can run this one under like that. That one's going to be the hard one to get to because that's the one you're going to have to worry about cooking. Number 6, because it's in between those headers. 5 and 7. So we use this medium one for number 5. Like that. This is number 5, 7. And then that longest one, number 2. And usually I wrap it because it helps clean it up a little bit. I wrap it around like this to reach to the number 2 plug. All right, and that gives plenty of space. Now, of course, you're going to have a couple of them that are going to be close, but you got some that are wrapping around out of the way. Okay, ignition system is up and ready. She's set for number 1 where I want it. All the plugs are in, wires are run, adjusted here and there. Run all of these back around the dipstick tube, back to the distributor. I'm probably going to buy some heat boots for those, but other than that, she's done. So if you're still here, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that button, ask some questions, tell your friends. Y'all have a great day, because a great day today could be a better running truck tomorrow. Y'all be good.